You were press secretary to President George W. Bush, who was torn apart by the media, and I thought I had seen most of it or all of it until, of course, Donald Trump. And you and I have talked about that, and you basically agree. This reporter for CNN, Reza Aslan, let's put up his tweet here, folks. He tweeted out, "This piece of S is not just an embarrassment to America and a stain on the presidency. He's an embarrassment to humankind." He then apologized and said, "It's not like me to use profanity." And then Twitchy put out a story documenting old tweets where he used profanity after profanity, not only against the president, but against Dinesh D'Souza. But let's stick to him attacking the president in the way he has. What would you recommend happened to this man?
Well, too many people in the media have lost all sense of neutrality. They are not neutral. They cannot be neutral. They hate Donald Trump, and we, the public, deserve the right to know this. And that way we can discount their stories. It's just inappropriate and unprofessional. We turn to the mainstream media, you would hope, to have a neutral taking of what the news is, what the facts are. They've abrogated that ground. As much as they don't like Donald Trump, that is not an excuse for them to be biased. Now, Steve, I start the case. They've always been biased. Trump has pushed them over the edge to now where you get that type of vulgarity. And it's not for me to say what CNN needs to do with this reporter, but I can assure you that if it was reversed and a conservative had spoken like that against Obama, the press would have gone bonkers. And
the person probably would have been fired.
I suspect so.
Yeah. One more along these lines, unfortunately. Bill Maher. Bill Maher was talking about going to Nebraska with the great senator from the great state of Nebraska. Let's watch this one.
Wow. I got to get to Nebraska more.
You're welcome. We'd love to have you work in the fields with us.
Work in the field?
That's part of that. That's
Senator. I'm a house. No, it's a joke.
Well, now he's apologized for saying the N-word. There's not the outrage you would expect for a white guy saying the N-word as you would have, if, as you alluded to before, if he was a conservative. But this double standard, I mean, what do you think is going to happen to him?
It's a double standard. If a conservative said it, they would read hate into that person's heart and therefore demand that person be fired, be a full feeding frenzy. When liberals do things like this, it's duly noted, it's covered for 24, 48 hours, and it goes away. Yep. That is how bias works. I've seen it for decades.